Hi, my name is Sky, and this is why you should join the military. I keep thinking, like, why do I put a question mark in the middle of that? But it makes sense. One guy kept asking a question about the laser eye surgery, and yeah, it's free. Now, the thing to realize is that it's not like an automatic guarantee. It's a get. You know, this is something you're gonna get for nothing, no consequences. It's like in Hawaii, they gave a briefing about the eye surgery, and they said, okay, you know, there is a small percentage chance that scar tissue could develop. There could be a problem, abnormality. It's like, you know, all sorts of things. You know, but it's like a very small percentage, and basically, the more we do it, the better we get at it. And the guy said, in Hawaii, we've had no problems. So, you know, feel real confident going in. And you know, it's an amazing experience. But so it's something I wrote about. You can read in my my journal with Thinking Soldier. That's in my one Yahoo group online. But so if you if you're thinking about, like, okay, I want to get eye surgery, and you're like, well, wait, shouldn't I get it before I join? No, you really want eyeglasses going through, like, basic training, especially, because the environment in basic training, stuff is flying at your face all the time. You got you know, sand, dust, rain, you know, droplets of whatever, you know, sort of flying at your face. If you're going through the forest, branches will hook you in the eye. So it's, yeah, you know, I mean, it's just a godsend to be wearing glasses, you know, at sometimes, you know, because it's just, you're protected. Especially like when you're in the kitchen, you know, soapy water's flying around. But, yeah, it's good to have it. And then, yeah, going through the advanced training, you kind of, you know, wish you didn't have your glasses, but and something else about, you know, going through the basic training is that you can, like, for me, since it was bunk beds and I had the bottom bunk, I just hooked my glasses into the metal, you know, springs above me. So yeah, that poor guy just had to jump out of bed all the time. So yeah, and I hated it. I think basically, you know, drill sergeants should just do a thing like put the small guys on the top bunk, because, you know, basically a small guy can, you know, climb around and get around you pretty good. Big guys, I don't know, we're just not as angular, so that's why I just hate about being on the top. Although it was easier for me to reach sometimes, but I don't know. But besides, you know, you build up your upper arms, or you should. But yeah, and also when you join, make sure, like, really try to make an effort to work out your upper body, like especially doing pull-ups. So it's hard, but the Marines do it, and it's ultimately, yeah, you know, it's gonna build you up. It's gonna make you strong. So and try to get swimming in too. God, and I met another soldier who was A blood type, and he said, yeah, he injured himself and had to go into a full PT. I just think it'd be really trippy, crazy, amazing if the U.S. military, you know, just, like, you know, I don't know, kind of adopted this thing, because O blood types is the hunter, so that, and aggressive sports, physical activity is good for them. A blood types were the cultivator, you know, we're hobbits, we're supposed to be, like, not really that aggressive. You know, Tai Chi, swimming is like the most extreme workout we should be doing. But Pilates, you know, we can do Pilates, you know, so any sort of exercise that's Pilates. And I mean, like, hey, when you feel the burn, like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, that's when you feel like a man, and like, all right, yeah, let's go, drill sergeant. But so I mean, that's a cool thing. It's about working out, is that you start burning, and you start, you know, the testosterone just starts flowing through your blood, and you're like, yeah, you know, this makes you feel good about yourself. But anyways, and B blood types are the nomad, and AB are the enigma. So, and then, like, you know, the fact that the blood type diet also figures out like what sort of illnesses you're likely to suffer, and says, no, this is how you prevent them. You know, it's like any blood type is cancer. So, you know, that's why I'm just thinking, like, man, you know, just sucks going to the military, and at least in the military you got free military or the free medicals, so you got something to take care of you for cancer. It was like, man, A blood type's more prone to cancer. Like, so glad I read that book. And then the fact that you'll be healthier going through, especially the basic training. Like, you won't be just taking in everybody's illness, which is what I did. So it made me strong. I basically got every antibody you can imagine, I think. But what else? Definitely keep in mind that your health is your number one concern. Whatever people say to you, always think about your health. And but when it comes to pain, I don't know. That's kind of a fine line you got to cross. So, but maybe, I think basically if you don't say anything, that just works in your favor. You could be like the slowest person in the running group, and if like you don't say anything, you're fine. If tears are coming down your eyes, that's even better, because then it's like the guy realizes, oh wow, okay, this guy's just barely holding it together. He's not a crybaby, But if you are like, if you're saying stuff, well, then you just put on a show, because you have enough mental capacity to express yourself, But if you like explode on a guy, which would happen to me when so like. If you ever wonder, like, okay, so what are you capable of doing? What can you do? For me, it was marching about 5 miles with the rucksack. I put about 35, maybe 30, maybe 40 pounds. I'm not sure exactly, but I know I put a decent amount of weight in there. And but there's a metal rung on it that I didn't get padding for, and it was rubbing against my left hip, and it rubbed there the whole time, and nothing I could do about it. I could shift it around, but basically it rubbed the spot raw. So it's like, yeah, I tortured myself, for a good hour and a half, and it was stupid of me. And like even a quarter mile into it, I realized, hey, I need to stop. I can't do this. But stupid me, I just kept going. And I realized the reason why is because I let these stupid guys I work with influence me, because they basically started kind of dogging me out and calling me weak, and almost pretty much to my face. And I just got fed up of taking it, and just, well, how can I prove it? And so, or I don't know why I did it, really, but it's part of the whole military thing. Like, all right, this is your mission, this is what you're told to do, so go do it. Which just sucks. It's just a real bonehead way to go about things sometimes. And I would just question things wherever I could, questioning. It's hit or miss. If you have the gift of gab, give it a go. And for me, it was, I knew rhetoric. So, and I just watched Thank You for Smoking It. It's like what that guy did. Yeah, it's almost what I was doing with these drill sergeants every once in a while, and just my superiors. I just started talking to them, and you can convince people to, and just like really just win arguments, and people don't even realize it. But that's a whole other thing. And it pissed them off too. But it's like, well, they were pissing me off, so deal with it. Don't be shaking my tree if you want me to shake yours back. But and that's the other thing. Oh God, this talk about respect and just total lack of it. And it's just so many guys, and so many different ranks, and they'll throw in your face too, like, oh, you need to respect my rank. You need to respect me. And it's like, well, what is the respect to me? Why don't you treat me like a human being? And not, but not thinking me like as some idiot all the time. And because guess what? If you treat me like an idiot, I'm going to act like an idiot. Because I'm going to start doubting myself. But anyways, especially a bad leadership is like, if a guy makes a small mistake, don't blow up on the guy. Oh my God. Anyways, so yeah, why you should go in the military.